Before we move on to our next question, let's just update the scores. Mixed Nuts over here has 2 points. Palakpakan niyo naman sila. Okay, and over here, Savvy has 5 points. Okay, we now move on to question number 7. The United Nations is an international organization whose stated aims are facilitating cooperation in international law, international security, economic development, social progress, human rights, and achievement of world peace. The UN was founded in 1945 after World War II. Now the question here, question number 7 in our round is, who is the current Secretary General of the United Nations? Once again, who is the current Secretary General of the United Nations? We're going to give you multiple choice questions. Actually, choices. Multiple choices. A is Kofi Annan. B is Ban Ki-moon. C is Ban Ki-moon. And D is Ban Kit-moon. You can see it there on your screens. I strongly suggest you look at the panels to be able to look at the right answer and be conscious of the spelling. That is the clue there. Be conscious of the spelling. You see it on your screens. Go! Sino na una? Dito raw, sila yung nauna. So you got 5 seconds to be able to give us your answer. Go!
Letter B.
Ang sagot nila is letter B. And we're gonna get confirmation. That is the correct answer. A Korean. Ban Ki-moon is the 8th and current Secretary General of the United Nations after succeeding Kofi Annan in 2007. Ayan po, you can see him there on your screens. Before becoming Secretary General, Ban was a career diplomat in South Korea's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and in the United Nations. So syempre, inaasahan po natin, maybe sometime in the future, we may have a Filipino, of course, the Philippines part of the United Nations, maybe we might have a Filipino Secretary General. And now we're going to move on to another question, still here in the hard round. This is question number 8. And here we go for your question number 8. Of course, your last question in the hard round. We need you to once again bring out your Opera Mini Instagame signs flashing. So, get ready with your Cherry mobile phones and prompt your Opera Mini browsers. Here is question number 8. No multiple choices here because you're going to be using your search engines. The question is, who are generally considered as the best-selling musical artists of all time? Once again, the question in itself has a clue, but I won't reveal what it is. Let me repeat the question. Who are generally considered as the best-selling musical artists of all time? Go! Sino, judges? Kaliwa, kanan. Dito daw tayo sa kaliwa. Okay, you have your chance to answer. Go.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston was their answer, and judges say it's wrong. So you still have your time. Are you ready for your answer? You can still search. Okay, so they are ready. Your answer? Go.
The Beatles.
The Beatles is the correct answer. And they get another 3 points, of course. In all lists, the Beatles are unanimously considered as the best-selling. Pinakamaraming plaka, pinakamaraming cassette and CDs, and today, of course, downloads. Of course, yung mga downloads, yung mga legal downloads na ginagawa. So, the list is, just for your information, the Beatles number 1, Elvis Presley number 2, Michael Jackson number 3, Madonna number 4, and Led Zeppelin in number 5. So those are the top 5 of all time. So once again, we remind you to always keep your settings always on dun sa inyong smart prepaid phones. Aside from searching for other things, you can also, of course, be able to always stay in connection. Right now, let's update the scores. Savvy with 11, mixed nuts with 2. So, when we come back, we're gonna have even harder questions. We're not gonna call them really difficult. We're gonna call this the bonus round when we come back.